So I saw the article on Huffington Post where Dr. Sheena Howard tried to criticize Dr. Boyce Watkins. She claimed to have issues with what he said about the show Empire. She took issue with him saying that the show had a gay agenda attached to it.
Yes, I saw that. As a traitor of the black community, I knew exactly what she was doing. I have done it so many times over and over again. Look at what I did with the Selma speech. I have tried to act as if America has changed for the better.
About that too, Obama. Back then, black people owned 0.5% of the nation's wealth. Today blacks own 0.5% of the nation's wealth. In the days of Selma, blacks were being killed legally and blamed for their own deaths by the white supremacist system. Today blacks are being killed legally with the same action. Criminalizing images in the media back in the day with movies like Birth of a Nation and many others. Now today you have criminalizing images in the media against blacks. The reality shows, Scandal, Empire, The News and others. The voting rights were an issue for blacks then, and a little under 2 years ago, the Voting Rights Section 5, which helped blacks against discriminatory practices at the polls, which was done 50 years ago, was struck down. How ironic. And Selma celebrates the 50-year anniversary. Obama, any black person that still supports you after that speech you gave, is a damn fool. Now, with this person Dr. Sheena Howard. She thought she would write something that attacks Boyce Watkins and not be called out for what she said. She was trying to slant and make Boyce Watkins look hateful. He said nothing hateful. He mentioned how Hollywood emasculates black men and she said he was wrong for that, but a soldier in this fight against white supremacy. Jason Black, also known as the Black Authority, interviewed her about her article, and she acted as if she was scared to call out racism, used the typical "we're not monolithic." Tell that to the people who donated to George Zimmerman, Darren Wilson, defended Daniel Pental-Leo, and even if that is the case, then how can you, Dr. Howard, try to say that Boyce Watkins is wrong for his views since blacks are not monolithic? Since blacks are not monolithic, then why bother Boyce Watkins for his views on Hollywood? Or do you want blacks to be monolithic in your favor? Obama, explain this to me.
Well, you know something, coming from a sellout point of view, we can't get those pats on the head if we speak in favor of black people. We can attack them though, go figure.
Sheena Howard is trying so hard to stand up for white supremacy, but unfortunately, she was handcuffed in a discussion with Jason Black. She began stuttering. She even tried to be sassy when he called her Miss Howard, and she said to call her Dr. Howard. I know her kind. This is why Huffington Post picked her. She can finger wag and yell at black folks, but bow down in the presence of white folks. This is why she was scared to speak out against white supremacy.
We hired Obama because we knew he would do our bidding. Huffington Post hired her because they knew she would do our bidding. But in a discussion with Jason Black, she exposed herself. He didn't have to do anything. He just asked questions. Now she will need to be replaced because she self-destructed and blacks with sense can't trust her.
On top of that, she doesn't identify as black first, she identifies as lesbian and a woman just as much. So if that's the case, why have a gay issue in Black Voices? Huffington Post might as well change that division to Blackfaces or the Amos and Andy division, because it is white issues in blackface for the most part.
Well, black folks better wake up quick. Next year when I am out of office, it is really going to get real. Under my terms, the liberal masks have fell off and the horns have shown. And now that there is a momentum with black folks, white supremacy is now sending their flunkies and Sambo puppets to slow it down, the mistakes of the 20th century. They are a part of why blacks are where they are now. This is an uncompromising system of white supremacy that I'm a part of, and so to combat this, blacks must be uncompromising. So the Sheena Howards, Stephen A. Smiths, Karl Malones and others must be dealt with accordingly, because they represent the bad guys.